All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive with us. Today, we are going
Yeah.
way back in time to ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
But not the, the pyramids and the Sphinx, all
Oh, yeah.
that stuff. We're heading south to the Toshka region.
Okay.
And d- just imagine this. The archaeologists are digging, expecting to find the usual stuff.
Yeah.
And then, bam, they unearth these incredible pieces of pottery.
Wow.
Super intricate designs, amazing craftsmanship. But here's the thing.
What's that?
They look totally different from anything this should be in this area.
Really?
It's like finding a hidden room
Er.
in a house you thought you knew. So that's the mystery of Toshka Pottery, and that's what we are diving into today.
Sounds pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the deal with the Toshka Basin where this pottery was found?
Well, for centuries, it was actually underwater.
What?
Yeah, it was only after they created the Toshka Lakes in like the late 1900s
Oh, what?
that archaeologists could even get to these sites. And then they found this pottery.
Like a whole new wing of the house suddenly appeared.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was unexpected.
So fill us in. What makes Toshka Pottery so unique?
Well, first of all, the designs are incredibly intricate.
Like how so?
We're talking complex geometric patterns and these really stylized figures of animals.
Huh.
And that all suggests a really high level of skill, both artistic and technical.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then on top of that, the craftsmanship itself is just exceptional. Like there's
Mhm.
even evidence that they were using kilns and potter's wheels, which were not common
Oh, really?
in that region at the time. So it really points to some serious pottery mastery.
Wow, so they were really ahead of the game.
Seems that way.
So we've got amazing designs, top-notch craftsmanship, but I'm guessing there's even more.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What about the materials they used? Were they local?
So that's another fascinating thing. When they analyzed this pottery,
Yeah.
it turns out some of the materials, the clay, the pigments, came from places pretty far from Toshka.
Huh. Okay, so now we're talking about ancient trade networks and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how people and goods were moving around back then.
So how did this pottery end up in Toshka? The excerpt mentions a few theories.
Yeah.
Lay them on us.
Okay, well, one theory is that it was traded or maybe even brought in by migrants coming from faraway places.
Makes sense.
You know, Toshka was right on these ancient trade routes.
Oh, right. I see.
So it could have been a major crossroads for caravans coming from the Levant.
For those of us who don't have ancient geography on the brain, remind us. Where's that?
The Levant, that's like the eastern Mediterranean coast.
Gotcha.
Think modern-day Syria, Lebanon, that area. It's possible they were even coming from Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia, the OG cradle of civilization, right?
That's the one. So picture these caravans loaded with all sorts of cool stuff,
Yeah, I could see it.
including this super unique pottery.
Okay, that makes sense. But wouldn't trade goods usually look like the stuff from the place they came from?
You would think so, right?
Yeah, how does pottery stay so different?
That is a great question, and it brings us to another theory. What if this pottery style didn't come from somewhere else, but actually developed right there in Toshka?
Okay,
Maybe there was a community that settled in the region, and over time they just developed their own style.
interesting.
They might have taken some ideas from the cultures around them, but kept a lot of their own identity.
So like a blend of influences, but still totally unique.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got trade routes, we got potential hidden communities, and the excerpt even mentions that this pottery might have been for like special occasions.
Right. It's possible these pieces weren't just everyday dishes. They could have had a deeper meaning.
Right, like ceremonial or ritualistic or something.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Imagine these beautiful decorated vessels being used in religious ceremonies
Wow,
or social rituals. Maybe the designs had some symbolic meaning.
that would be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So overall, what's the big takeaway here? What does this Toshka pottery tell us about the ancient world?
I think it really drives home the point that the ancient world wasn't a bunch of isolated places.
Yeah.
It was interconnected.
Yeah.
It makes us question what we thought we knew about how people, ideas, and even technology spread.
Like across huge distances.
Exactly. What might seem like this random discovery can actually give us a glimpse into these complex interactions between cultures, maybe even point to civilizations or trade networks we haven't even discovered yet.
It's like we're constantly learning new things about the past.
Absolutely. Our understanding is always evolving.
So could this Toshka pottery be like a clue leading to a lost civilization or some forgotten cultural exchange?
It's definitely possible. We've only scratched the surface here.
This has been a wild ride through history.
It has.
I hope this inspires everyone listening to do some exploring of their own.
Yeah.
See where your own archaeological adventure takes you.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes.
We'll be back with more.
But yeah,
Bye.
bye.